Next we're boxing in the turret on the Dinky Dino. I made this part first and I mucked up, I made it slightly too big, so that's in the bin. So I just put the design back up, sliced a bit more off, and I opened up the gap at the back. Now we've got a part that can be welded on permanently, because I know if I have to replace the servo I can get the wire passed from inside. Everything else can go on. A cover can be removable from behind, which is this part. And then I ran into a problem when I designed it. It hits the bracket over the far side, so it won't go into place at the moment. So the next thing is to cut it so it fits. You can see it won't stay on, and I'm going to have it sticking out a little bit at the back, but I don't want it, well, I don't know, I could probably go that far, but I wanted it covering the servo a bit. But this is the thing, it's like adding stuff until it's fully hidden. So I'm going to look into that a bit, and I might make my life easier doing it like that. You know, sometimes you just need to look and think. But I've got to heat up the plastic anyway to try and get it flat. We've got, where it's cold, it's curved a bit, so we can straighten that out. Being PLA, it's not too hard. Now on these 3D printed parts I've added plastic, and it now slides on and off. I've boxed in so far. It just tidies it up quite a lot, but it's like you've got to think how you do it. Whatever I do, there's going to be showing under the gun. I don't think there's a way around that. But I might be able to think of something. I don't know yet. It's what I can work out. But we've made a little progress. But like, it's trial and error. Just putting bits of plastic, scrap plastic on, cut down. I spaced the box back so it sits further back. So I think that looks a bit nicer. There's going to be some exposed parts. But then it has to move. So it's a bit of a vicious circle when you're working these things out. But then you like I said, you realise things as you go on. I'll see if I can sort of block off a little bit. I don't know. Now moving along with the gun turret, where I've been just mocking up the back and just adding bits as I go to make it look nice. I've 3D printed some hatches and some extra armour, and put like nodules like they have on the Cromwell tank, the British tank, so they just add a bit of look. I'm at the moment, you can hear the printer running because I'm making a plate to fit over here, but it will extend back past, so it just hides the gap a little bit. It's just an overlap, and I think that'll be enough, and then I'll put an armour plate on that as well. So it is coming along. I'm also making a plate to fit on the front angle to look like this as well, just to give it a bit more look. And I'll keep adding more bits. But I think we're getting close to how much I can really add without going too far. But then, like I said, it's what I decide as I go along, because when parts are fitted I can do tests with the electrics to see how far I've got this set and what gap I've got behind, say, maybe to add something there. You know, it's always to add bits. Here we go, I've reached a good stage with the gun. It's got a lot of, let's get it at that angle, panels all round the top, sides and front. I've worked on the back, like I said, there's a lot more armour on that. There's armour on top now, so I think that's as far as I'm going with that and this stage of the build. I think in the next stage it'll be just little bits and bobs to brighten up the look of the gun, to make it look more like something like tanks and, you know, like pipe work and stuff. But I've got to look in to see what I can find for that. But like I said, this concludes this part of the build, and we're well on the way now with the gun, and I'm pretty pleased with the boxing in now. It's starting to look a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better.